So, what are the top scams we're now seeing for 2023? As an investigative agency, we keep track of the different types of frauds that clients are bringing to us. And in 2022 and 21, a lot of them were things like cryptocurrency or blockchain type scams or fake investments in different types of high return offerings. So, the scammers would say, look, we're going to double your money in a month, right? The pig butchering type scam. 2023 saw a little bit of a change. One of the things we're seeing more of now, and this has been kind of a trend for the last 3-4 years, are family law case frauds. What does this mean? This means divorce and probate frauds. Anytime there's a family event, somebody dies in a family, there's a divorce, some type of even child support, or even somebody who goes into hospice or into extended care, it's an opportunity for other family members to take more of their fair share of the assets. Look, when somebody dies, the person who died has assets. They may have bank accounts, real estate, business assets, vehicles, even smaller assets like jewelry. And many times those are supposed to go to other heirs, family members sometimes, maybe not, according to a certain designated wishes of the person, sometimes called a will or a probate. Well, guess what? Sometimes people in that family figure that they either deserve more or they just want to take more because they think that it's, no one's going to know. Well, what happens is those people will have inside access. They may be able to write checks from that bank account. They may be able to transfer real estate without nobody knowing. They may be able to take a vehicle that's maybe hidden in a garage or hidden in a barn somewhere and put it in their name before anybody knows. Sometimes they'll do things like switch beneficiaries on life insurance, right? When there's a divorce, parties will have hidden bank accounts. They'll have hidden real estate. They'll put money into somebody else's name so that the other partner doesn't know about it. This is family law fraud, probate fraud, divorce fraud. Very, very common. We see it all the time. In almost every case where we are hired to look for hidden assets, we find hidden assets. If you suspect that there are fraudulent conveyances or fraudulent transfers, you're probably right. It's almost never that the client thinks there might be something fishy going on and they're wrong. Almost always you're right. That's number one. The other type of scam that we see is what's called the AI scam. This is when a business or a company is trying to get investors or maybe even customers, and they're claiming that they use AI or some type of artificial intelligence or chat GPT in their business operations. And it's a hot button, right? It's a bandwagon type thing. Many companies think that if their customers or investors believe that they're an AI company, that they're going to get more money, either more investor money or more customer money. Well, guess what? A lot of these companies don't really have AI. They're paying people, labor, human people, labor, to do the work that they're saying AI is doing and trying to use that to get a better advantage for themselves. Sometimes they do have some types of automation, but none of this is really groundbreaking. Some of this automation are apps or technology that have been around for 20 years. So it's nothing new, it's nothing AI. So anytime you hear AI and that's the reason you're looking to invest or maybe to buy from a company, have them verify it. Show them how the AI works, have them show you how their system uses AI, and if they can't demonstrate it, they say, well, it's proprietary or it's too complicated, maybe move on to something else or look at something that's more transparent. What's the other type of fraud? The other type of fraud is a business sale fraud. We're seeing a lot of this in businesses for sale. A company will represent they have a certain amount of revenue. We have $1 million in sales, and they'll put the value on their business based on having that much activity, that much sales, that much revenue. Well, come to find out they don't have that much revenue. What they've done is they've created bank accounts and they put activity through that bank account. Maybe it's just deposits from another account that they have. Maybe they're putting their own money in and taking it back out. These bank accounts aren't really representative of actual sales. There's activity there, but they're not really related to the underlying activity of the company, the sales activity, the marketing activity. So anytime you're buying a business, make sure that you verify that, first of all, the numbers are correct. You don't want to take a P&L from somebody at face value. You want to look at the actual bank accounts to show that there's actual revenue. But then also trace back that revenue to actual sales. Sometimes the bank accounts that buyers are shown have nothing to do with the business. They're another business, a related business, right? Maybe it's an account that just has income from interest on money in another bank account. So you want to make sure you're verifying not only the money is actually changing hands, but that it's for the reason that is being claimed that business is in operation for. The last type of fraud that we see quite a bit, even this day and age, is fake transfer fraud. So anytime you're a company or an individual and you have to do wire transfers, ACH payments, even check payments, you want to verify that you're making it to the actual party that you're supposed to be. Many companies have accounts payable, invoices that they get every day, purchase orders, and they're supposed to pay, let's say, $1,000 to pay for a computer or $2,000 for some service. Well, your company accountant, bookkeeper, or even an admin person will get an email that says, look, we changed our bank account, make your payment to this account, right? Or they'll get a accounts payable, an invoice from a company XYZ, services, and that sounds like a company you do business with. Well, come to find out, it's a scam. And it's a company or a fraudster or a scammer that has discovered the names of companies you do business with, either by hacking your email, infiltrating your network, or even just finding public information on social media that you do business with companies. And they'll make up a fake invoice for that company name with false payment information. So you either send a credit card payment, a check, an ACH, a wire transfer to the wrong company. Now you're out the money. And then the real vendor that you did business with, they're still looking for their money because they really never got it. So that's the other type of payment diversion fraud that we see. Much less things like embezzlement, employee scams. That's a whole separate issue. These are the types of scams and frauds that we see in 2023 that you want to be aware of so you don't have losses that either affect you personally or as a company from being an ongoing concern and being able to do the marketing, business development, and growth that you try to do every single day. Don't have it taken away from you because you fell victim to a fraud.